If athleisure was a radio show, this would be that radio show. Bo Bishop, a man of fine taste and Montana class.
My wife will try and drag me to like an Easter brunch buffet, and I don't even like that because I don't like everybody standing over food I'm going to eat.
Friends with the highest intellectuals.
We found out the hard way. We have white furniture. That's all I'll say.
What a mess.
Oh, God. Holy
Literally.
An athlete, coach, husband, and father.
That drives me nuts. My kids are, I'm him. Shut up. Are you kidding me? You're 9. You're not him. I don't even know what the hell that means.
And two guys who are considerable downgrades from a former football player.
You were saying the Olympics wasn't interesting you yesterday. Well, can I offer you 50 seconds of interest?
50 seconds of interest is a similar pitch I make to my girlfriend on a nightly basis.
You're listening to Bishop and Friends.
Oh, kids, we made it. Let's do it live on a First Friday Miracle edition of the program. Bo, the boys with you for the next 11 o'clock. It is a Hey Guys First Friday. Get your questions into the fellas, either via the YouTube chat or, of course, at 971-BFS. We will answer those for you coming up at 10 o'clock. It is a higher-lower First Friday. We hit that at 10 o'clock. Jake Trotter at 11:33. Jake wrote the story of Josh Heupel and his return to Oklahoma. Jake would be the exact right person to write that story. He did today at ESPN. We'll ask him about it. It is a case of former legend who accomplished all in a bitter divorce and all of it. It has everything you'd want in a story with that return for Tennessee at Oklahoma playing Norman this weekend. Ben Kuhoffel announcing going to stop by and join us at 11:33. Get your officially endorsed as well as we cruise along on this fine First Friday. I got a call yesterday around 3, it's probably about 3:20, 3:30, and it was from NBC. And as soon as I picked up, he's like, Dad, someone wants to talk to you. And I went, oh, God, who knows what it could be? 7th grade. Did you crash out? Who knows? And he goes, and she goes, this is such and such. I'm the athletic trainer here at the middle school. And is it okay? Do I have your permission to tape Peyton's ankle? And I said, yeah. I said, what happened? Yeah, you can. You can do it. So here's what happened. They decided that yesterday for the 7th grade, on the day of a game, it would be smart to have 7th graders also play football in gym. So if you're unfamiliar with 7th graders, if you give them a ball, they will simply play to death. They will play to the death at anything. It doesn't matter. They will compete to the death at anything. They're little gladiators. There are hormones that are racing. Some of them in the early stages of puberty, and so it truly is Lord of the Flies every day with them. It's that type of thing every single day. So to play football in gym class is not necessarily the smartest thing to do on the day of a game, because what happens is they think that it's a real game, and all of a sudden all of these things matter. So I said, well, what are you doing? And he told me, and he said, I was trying to make a cut. And so she's like, look, he's got swelling, he's got this, he's got that. So I said, yeah, you can tape him up. So he gets taped up. So then his coach calls me. He's like, listen, I just don't think this is worth it. He goes, he's not running well when I'm watching, and he's running worse when I'm not, which actually made me proud that he was already like classic football guy, trying to make the coach think he's healthy. I was like, well, I got to be proud of him for that. At least he was trying to make it look like he was healthy. And he's like, I think it's smart to sit him out. So we held him out. So he was in near tears because now you're missing a game, and it could be more. It could be out a week. Decent amount of swelling in it. Neighbors and ortho, so had him take a look at it. So we'll see how the next few days go. But he's limping around and all taped up and bandaged up for today. And on the way to school today, I was talking to him, and I said, look, I know it seems like this all lasts forever for you at your age, like it does. And I'm not trying to make you feel worse about what happened. That isn't the objective at all. But rather just the notion of you have played 5 7th grade football games. Your team has. You're 4-1. You missed one yesterday. You have 3 left. It's a total of 8. So you missed 1/8 of the games already with this. And then it's done. And then you're going to play 8 games as an 8th grader. And then in high school, you'll play 10 games, and you'll play 10 games if you continue to play. You may not. You may say football's not for me. I'd be surprised, but you never know. You may say that's it. How many organized football games do you have left? And there aren't that many when you start counting it. Because I got news for him. He's not going to play linebacker at Ohio State. So, that's not in the plan. So, that's not in God's plan. So, this is the finite amount of football games you have left. And it got into a bigger conversation about the time that he spends on his phone and all of these other things. And I'm like, I understand from your perspective that it all feels like it's forever. But trust me, I feel like I blinked and I was in 7th grade, and now I'm a man, I'm 40, and I've got a 7th grader. Like, I remember it like it was yesterday. I'm sure anybody out there listening does. You guys do. It goes so damn fast. And that is something, as it brings it back to football, when you think about what has happened in football over the last 25 years, pro and college, even at the high school level, there's a precious nature to it. There's a scarcity to it. Think about how much time over the course of a given year we spend discussing football, and how much of that time is about the actual games. And we're here, and we play every week except for last week, and we're still doing it pretty much year-round, but there aren't that many games. At most this year, there will be 17 games to talk about, 17 instances. And that's a big improvement about what it used to be just in terms of the amount of games. But then football goes away. It isn't like basketball or reset in the update baseball. What'd you say, 10 games left for the Guardians and Reds?
Oh, it goes so fast.
They played 151, 152 games.
I'll miss it.
Yeah. But think about that. Think about just if you have